Hello everyone, this is Russell with Clever Tech Solutions, and I'm going to create a video in response to a question I was asked today by a potential customer on Odesk. And he has the need to copy and paste information written in Semitic languages, or languages like Hebrew, which is what we're looking at here, or Arabic, that read from right to left. In other words, we would read this starting on the right, going to the left. And I wanted to just document this little solution in video and share with you on my channel. So this is Hebrew, Bereshit bara Elohim et hashamayim ve'et haaretz, which is just the opening verse of the Bible. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And the problems let me just sort of address some things that happen with Word. If you ever copy Word information, like something that you write in a Word document, and then you've tried to paste it into something like a comment section online, maybe you're making a blog, I know this happens with Blogspot, Google's blog engine. It'll not only copy the text, but it'll copy all the formatting as well. It actually kind of looks like HTML. It's like it's got a lot of different code in there. So sometimes that can be a problem. Another thing is if I were to actually notice that I've manually have this set to align to the right. Now, with working within Word, we can use any of this functionality up here, in our macro itself. So if we could tell it to do that in the code, or we could manually set it the way I've set it over here. In Hebrew, to align this to the left the proper way we would do it in English, well, that would actually be backwards. So we want to have that aligned to the right, and I assume that's the same for all Semitic languages that read from right to left. Also, I have Hebrew installed on my Windows 7 operating system, so I can toggle back and forth from English to Hebrew. So, there's always going to be the possibility that if you're doing this on a computer that didn't have Hebrew installed, that didn't have the font installed, that or you're doing this in a different editor. For example, if I copied this in and I pasted this directly in, well, you've already done it. You can see that it doesn't align to the right in Notepad. It'll align to the left, and then it'll throw the period and any other thing over to the far left. So it's kind of a nuisance. Notepad is not really a program I guess you'd want to write Hebrew in. So there's always those formatting problems, but we can very simply copy and paste this information into a new Word document. So I've got two documents open here. The first one, we're going to run this little macro that I've created in VBA. You can see it's very simple. It's not that many lines of code. We're going to first reference the document with the Hebrew on it. We're going to select this whole story. This is a way of kind of, in a sense, we're just selecting the text, but it's going to carry over the formatting, and I'll show you that in a second. But it's not going to carry over some of the other stuff that might be in behind the page that we really don't see. A lot of the older versions of Microsoft Office Word would throw in other, I guess you could call it metadata, that kind of stuff. So we're gonna activate that. We're gonna select it first, then we're gonna copy it, and then we're gonna reference the blank document. We're gonna activate that window, put the cursor at the beginning, and then paste that information directly in it. So very simple macro, but we have to have this first document activated, or else this macro will not run. It won't know which document is document 1 or document 2. So make sure I'm up here at the top as well, and then we're gonna just run this manually. Now, ideally, you'd have something like a button to do this, but here you see that it went ahead and copied that over to document number 2. So it first selected this, and then it pasted it into the second document. So it's very easy, but the other custom functionality and anything you might have to do as far as referencing different documents or saving documents, that's always kind of more of a directory issue, file directory and stuff. But if I were to take this initial one, let me change to the David script, which is really a Hebrew font, and let's just make that bigger, and then let's give it another color. If I were to come over here, I'm going to leave that on here, and it should paste it right beneath that, but we'll go ahead and run this again, and let's see. I don't know if it's gonna, okay, there we go. Alright, so it didn't keep the formatting. That's interesting. So if I delete that, though, I think it will. It was doing that for me earlier. Let me try it again. Alright, so our second document is going to be cleaned out here. We'll try this again. Run the macro. And then, okay, I'm sorry. See, it won't work unless I've got the first window activated. So when you hard code things this way, you'll run into little nuances like that. And there we go. There, so it did take the formatting and it passed it over. So just a quick little video. You know, this is something that's very simple to do. You don't really need to be much of a programmer to figure that out. But if you do have something like this and you need some additional functionality, and you know, be sure to keep this in mind. You can visit us. Well, you can visit us through the channel, email me through the channel, or visit me at Odesk. And until next time, I will talk to you later.